Yo, what's going on, guys? It's the Thickest Thieves Boys back with another podcast episode. I am rapper Nate Rose.
And I am filmmaker David Elijah Piersaul.
And today we have the one
and
only Gatton, baby. What it do?
Thanks for being here, bro.
I'm rapper Gatton.
Gatton.
Call me rapper,
like
G, if you will. Yeah.
Rapper
Bro.
G, dude. That's
yeah,
crazy.
that's me.
Bro, I'm so glad you're here.
I am too.
Honestly,
Thank you
when
for
I hit
having
you
me.
up, I thought you were going to be like, talk to my assistant for a second.
Of course. My manager, the people. No.
Hey,
Just
I don't.
me, I'm humble.
I don't
baby.
blame you, bro. I don't blame you because
Yeah.
I mean I make him talk to my assistant whenever
Of
we try to do
course.
this.
AKA
that makes
Leaky.
sense.
He keeps making
Yeah.
me talk to a
That's
leaky.
true.
Totally.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
But, bro, happy you're here.
Yeah,
You just
of
came from
course.
Cincinnati.
Fresh from Cincinnati. A little 5
Were you
hour
up there
drive.
for a show or something?
I did a couple photo shoots for some projects.
Oh, you sent that, bro.
Photo
That was
shoot.
hard.
Oh, yeah, do you see it?
the phone situation?
Can we throw the photo up in our podcast episode?
Yeah, totally.
All right.
It'll be up by the time, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, throw it up. Let them know.
You like that? You like that little hand motion I did?
Yeah, that was really good.
That's gonna be a good reveal because then we'll
Beautiful.
actually stick the photo over it and it'll look like it appeared out of my hand.
Genius.
Yo,
All right,
Gatton,
dude.
before we get started, I
Genius.
want you to do a quick introduction of who you are, what you do.
Wow. Okay. My name is Gatton. No last name, as we know. I this is always such a tough thing for me. I'm a singer-songwriter, creative director. I always say that like the main theme, message, like thing that I'm trying to say in all of my art is cultivating art out of my scars and finding beauty in every painful situation, as well as I love to be a gatherer. So as you know, as you both know, like I do a lot of crazy culty type photo shoots that everybody's drenched in the same color, and I love revealing the kind of shared humanity in all of us.
Midsummer. Every time I've been on a set, I'm like, about to have a
Totally.
ritual.
Where's the May
Who's
Queen?
the May Queen? Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. That's the goal.
Without further ado,
Let's
mask up like we finna rob some. All right, what'd it do?
Okay,
I wish I could have known
so
about that. I would have practiced.
for those of you who don't know, Gatton has a love of dinner parties, the social
He do.
environment, the food, the flavors. So today we're going to put that interest to the test and play Guess the Ingredients. You have 5 drinks in front of you. Each drink has 2 distinct ingredients. Use your sense of taste, vision, smell to determine what you think those 2 ingredients are.
All right.
On the count of 3, you'll say what you think the 2 ingredients are out loud. Every ingredient you get right is 1 point. Most points wins. The loser has to drink the mystery cup.
Oh, the mystery cup.
Oh, my gosh.
David,
This
you know what
better
that
not
has
be
in it?
fish sauce.
Gasoline.
Oh,
It's gasoline and whipped cream.
and a little urine, I heard.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah,
a
I'm
little
just not
bit
going to
of that.
drink it.
No.
I know, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay, so what do we need to do? We need to start with cup 1.
Let's start with cup number 1.
I think cup 1's in the front.
That's her.
Cup 1. All right, let's be careful we don't spill
I'm
stuff.
scared of her.
This looks disgusting.
That's really
actually.
for me.
And we're allowed to smell.
We
in the
can
work.
smell.
vision,
All right,
and
here we go.
taste.
Okay.
Ew.
Okay.
What is this?
Familiar.
Is this tomato?
I definitely know one of them. Do we just go for it?
It's two flavors, right? 2 ingredients?
It's 2.
Okay.
Oh.
Ooh. Maybe I don't.
Lucky, that is gross.
Is it?
Okay.
Okay.
I will say that's
Oh,
probably
wait.
the worst one. So
Okay,
you got the worst
good.
one out of the way.
Worst for first.
All right, I have my guesses.
Me too.
Take all the time you need. Take
I
all
got
the
my
time you
guess.
need.
I'm not drinking anymore. I'm just going to. I'd
It
rather
is-
lose.
I think you're right about the smell thing. It's like I know more smell.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
3,
Say
2,
both.
1.
Coffee and water.
Worcestershire sauce. And
Okay. Coffee and soy sauce.
it's giving Worcestershire and like liquid smoke.
Oh, that's
and
what
I feel
it
like maybe
is.
both of those are wrong.
Interesting.
She said,
And I,
okay,
I, said,
no.
I literally just said coffee and water.
Coffee and water. Okay, it was
Okay.
coffee and mustard. That's where you're getting
Mustard?
Oh,
spice.
Just like regular yellow mustard.
Yes.
Wow.
Oh, really?
Coffee and mustard. I
Coffee
mean,
and
it was
mustard.
kind of gross. It tasted like
That's probably the worst
It tasted like wet sock.
To me, it came.
Like that's what I imagine.
do
a wet,
smell
like
that,
a
yeah.
nasty,
Yeah.
like a sock that's
That's
been in a
beautiful.
drain.
Yeah.
If you just wrung that
Wow.
into your mouth.
Appetizing.
Yeah, that's
Totally.
what coffee and mustard tastes
Wow,
like.
I would have
So
not gotten either of those.
Yeah, no.
Okay,
we're,
so
the
we
future
have
is not
1,
bright for me.
0, 1 right now. But
Okay.
There's 4.
Gatton's behind.
There's 8.
Yes.
There's 8 points on the
I
table.
never
okay?
lose.
All right,
2? Is it time?
it's time for 2.
I need to. Hold on. Let me clear my
I was
palate.
gonna
real fast.
say.
I don't need to clear my palate. I'm built different. Oh my.
No,
Oh.
that's worse.
Come on, y'all.
Oh wait.
Oh.
I think. Ooh. It's worse.
Oh.
She's like, it gets better and better.
I think I know this one though.
I think I do too.
I think I know
guess
it.
I'm going for it. Y'all didn't like it. I'm not looking forward to it.
Okay.
I think I got it.
I think I know.
That's kind of good.
No.
I kind of liked
He's the
it.
flavor master, dude. You don't like it. You
Yeah.
can't have a different flavor palette.
Yeah.
Let me get
If you
one
like
more
it so
taste.
much,
Yeah.
I kinda like it.
Yeah. He wants a little picture of it.
Oh my gosh, that's disgusting.
I can't
like
ever
I
get the
know.
second one. The first one's so strong.
Okay, you got to say both of them. Okay, so you
Hold on.
get them both in
All
your
right.
head. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Chocolate
Hot
and
cocoa
salt.
and pickle juice.
Pickle juice. Oh, hot cocoa. Not chocolate
think you
milk.
got
Okay,
it.
what was it?
I said hot cocoa and pickle juice.
Okay, what did
Chocolate
you say?
milk and pickle juice.
Okay,
maybe the same
David?
thing. I guess.
I just said chocolate and salt.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm going to give it to both of you because hot cocoa and chocolate milk, I mean, it was hot cocoa powder and milk. So I'm going to go
love.
chocolate
Thank you
milk is
so
the same.
much.
So 2
Y'all's
points for both of
tasting
you
it up,
guys.
bruh.
1 point for you. I'm going to give it to you for
Did it
chocolate.
have pickle juice?
It was pickle juice,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
Y'all got it.
Y'all
2?
got it spot on, yeah.
3 and 1?
Oh, it's like 2 per, or we just get
Yes,
1 point.
Every element you get right.
love.
Is a
Hey, are you
point.
keeping
So
score?
3, 2, and 2. 3, 2, and 2.
Okay.
I'm taking big L's.
You got you. What'd you get on this
I
one?
got chocolate, the hot chocolate part.
Oh, okay. All right.
Amazing. Ready?
Number 3.
Number 3.
These are interesting.
Yeah.
Well,
Lots of choices chosen. You chose that choice.
Oh, Leaky. What is this?
revealing smells.
Whoa.
I like.
Oh my gosh. I know what this. Hold on.
Faces. They're not getting better. I'm sorry I said that.
Yeah, you lied.
I'm really
You're
sorry.
a liar.
I'm
That's
really
okay.
sorry.
No.
Number 4 is fine. though.
Dang
Number
it,
4
dude.
is fine.
like. Oh my! I'm getting mad at myself
Because I know
like,
I know what you're thinking.
Pun intended. It's on the tip of my tongue. You know what I'm saying?
Totally. We've all been there.
Pause.
Why can I think of this flavor? I know
bro,
exactly what it is.
100%.
Do you have either flavor in mind, or is there just one that's bothering?
No,
you?
one that's bothering me because I tasted it before, but I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, I got it.
You think you got it?
I mean, I don't know if I have it, but I have a guess.
I don't know. I have a guess too.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Caramel
Miso
syrup
soup.
and
oh,
tea.
soy sauce
And
and
apple juice.
icy.
Hey,
So we're really on the same page here. I love
Okay.
Wait, what?
I said caramel syrup and tea.
Okay.
that. Okay, mine's so out there, but there's some Asian flavor. It's like miso soup, cold, and apple juice.
Okay.
That's a real stretch.
I got the Asian too.
Yeah.
That's why I went. And the
Or it's
smell
like a
kind
sauce,
of
maybe?
But I thought soy sauce, and then I said icy because my dad makes ices, and it tastes like the icy when it melts.
Icy and what?
Oh,
Okay.
interesting.
Icy and soy sauce.
These are
Yeah.
actually all good guesses.
And
it
wrong.
was soy sauce, watered down soy sauce, because
Oh,
straight soy
the
yeah,
sauce.
okay.
color was deceiving.
That's
not
my
great.
trauma. That's my trauma shining
Of
through.
It
on
was
that
of
one.
slightly
course,
watered
trigger
down
warning.
soy sauce and maple syrup.
Okay.
Honestly,
Dude,
would have never.
do I get a point for the syrup?
Oh, caramel
kinda-
syrup's
You
different.
said caramel. That's just sugar. Maple is
Damn.
a distinct flavor.
So y'all
Oh.
both got soy? Or no, you didn't get soy.
No,
I got soy
he
sauce.
got soy.
no, yeah, David.
I
got
would
soy
have
sauce.
If we
soy
up, then we
sauce
stuck.
is
That was a good
interesting.
guess.
It's threes
I think
around.
it was the color because it
It
looked
is.
like apple
It is the
juice.
maple though. That's actually that. Now that you said maple, that is the flavor that I'm familiar with that I was tasting.
So the score now is 3-2-3.
Okay.
Didn't-
Going
So
in-
losing.
because you didn't get one on that one.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Going
Thank
is
you for reminding me. Because you lost this one too. Yeah,
I did. But I'm up.
So we're just calling people
So
out now.
true, yeah.
So me and you
Feeling
have two.
unsafe. Yeah.
No, you got
I
3.
think you have 3. No, it's just a me thing.
Let's go, baby.
I'm just
Let's
the
go. We're
2.
trying to get Gatton to drink the mystery one.
Please.
Cyanide.
This one's perfectly fine.
Whoa.
I gotta damn near stick my nose in it.
What? Okay, it's not perfectly fine?
We must be just babies.
We just don't like anything.
Is it? I'm going to have to retaste it.
I don't know what's going on with
kind of
them.
musty.
I'm usually the one that's like taste
Musty?
advert.
And you don't like it? Or you do like
I
it?
don't like it, but it's not that bad.
They're so sour.
I better get one of these right because I've tasted it several times and gotten it wrong. I think. I think I know which one that one is.
I want to win though. So, but I don't want to drink.
All right,
more.
I got it. I got mine.
I think I got mine. Yeah, it's kind of good. Grows on you.
It's honestly kind of gas. It's kind of a fire.
I think
like,
I'm
I think
about
you
to
should
lose.
actually bottle
I
it
thought
and
it
sell
was
it.
I was going to say, put it on ice, on the rocks.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Lemon juice
Kool-Aid and
and
malic
milk.
acid.
And what was the other one? Fruit punch, vinegar and fruit punch.
Okay, let's go back through it.
What did I say?
You said lemon and
I said lemon
and Kool-Aid.
lemon juice.
Kool-Aid?
No, I said lemon juice and Mio.
And Mio.
Oh,
Okay.
Mio.
Hey, he knows what's in his house.
Vinegar, true. Vinegar and fruit punch vibes.
Okay, David, what'd you say?
I
was
said
like fruit
Kool-Aid
punch.
and malic acid.
Okay.
Malic acid.
It was
I don't know about her.
lemon juice
Yes, dude.
and maraschino cherry
Juice.
Oh,
juice.
wow.
Dang.
The color, that makes sense. Oh, interesting.
Which is why I thought it tasted good. I was like, this one will be fine.
It was super sour
it
though.
grew on me. But yeah.
That's what it was.
what
We had another taste game, and I got malic acid wrong both times.
No,
and I was
what
like,
is malic acid exactly?
I think that was
it's the stuff that's sugary stuff that's on candy,
yeah.
like fruit candy.
Actually, bro, when you said that, I was like, that's definitely what it is. But it wasn't.
Well, thanks for that validation. I needed.
you're welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, we have one round
hostile
left.
environment around here.
Going into this next round, it's 4-2-3.
4-2-3.
Oh, okay, got it.
4-2-3, David.
Yeah.
Let's go. Shout out our
Okay.
hometown.
I mean,
Wow.
Do we get like a bonus
Shout out our
round?
that's our area code. All right, what
Oh,
this?
wow. Not loving her.
I'm not. Yeah, me neither.
Which one is this one?
Which one is it?
5.
Yeah, cup 5.
A leaky.
Was that very bad?
No, I don't know what it is. All right, I'm going for it.
What the hell is this?
When you know what it is,
I think it's because like
perfectly
drinking
fine.
savory things. I'm like, I
It
don't think it was
is-
meant to
it
be a
is
drink.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
it's
like
kind
chicken
of,
or
yeah,
something.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Ooh.
The
This is making me
faces.
sick.
Oh no.
Okay.
Oh,
Mm.
you look
Okay.
like that meme.
I got it.
Hold on, one more.
Gross.
These are really hard. I don't think I'm good at this.
All right, y'all ready? You
Let's
got to
get it.
answer
Let's
like
get it.
that.
Or
Okay. 3, 2, 1.
Chicken
Water
broth and tuna.
tomato sauce.
oh, what was it? I keep forgetting. Water and
Tomato's a good one.
I don't even. Oh, Italian dressing, which I feel like is very wrong.
Okay.
okay.
She's like, okay,
The
no.
answer. Oh, say your answers again. You said chicken.
I said chicken broth and tomato. Like
Okay.
I don't know, a sauce or a paste or something like some
Okay,
kind of
okay.
tomato.
Water and Italian dressing.
Okay.
And I said chicken broth and tuna juice.
Oh.
Tuna juice.
Okay. The correct answer was chicken broth
Let's go.
and ketchup.
Oh.
I'm-
What
I'm
did I tell you
gonna
about Nate's
give it to
taste,
you.
bro?
Okay,
I'm
hell
gonna
yeah,
give it to
dude.
He got a good
I'm
taste.
up, dude.
Yeah.
Wow.
That was the last one, right?
Yeah, no, that was
yes,
the last one for
correct.
sure.
So that means our final score
That means David lost.
is 6-2.
Sorry, Dave.
6-4.
Let's go, dude.
Sorry,
hey, thickest these
Davey.
boys up. Gatton.
That's what we do, baby.
Gatton.
Come on now. That's what
I'm a
we do.
loser and I'm a sore
We
loser.
beat the
to be
flavor
honest.
master.
He said, I'm a
Yeah.
sore loser.
You
I'm
beat
about to
the
turn this
flavor
place
I'm
master.
upside
also,
down.
yeah, I'm actually gonna go. So thank you guys
No,
for
real
having
quick,
me.
real
I
quick.
appreciate you having me.
Greg, if you would like to deliver the cup, but we need to do it in a ceremonious way. So let's have a moment of silence as this cup comes
get it.
up.
Beautiful, thank you.
And we'll pause.
Yeah. Altar call. I'll get the
Drink
oil.
water in my moment
Wow.
of silence.
Totally. Beautiful.
Wow.
The presentation is just wow. And this is the combo of all of them.
It is.
Yeah.
I would say you don't have to drink the whole cup.
Okay.
I would
by
say you
any
do.
means.
I would say you do.
do.
For the podcast clip.
Wow.
For the clout.
For the clout.
So true.
Throw it back.
Let's go, Gatton, bro.
Throw it
I
back.
believe in you.
Throw it back. You're
Toss
OG.
it back on him.
I'm gonna chase my Celsius. Do I have to cover that?
You're
when
gonna do
I
what?
Chase my Celsius over there. Is that
Uh,
allowed? Do I need-
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
All right, ready? And go.
Oh, honestly, not that bad.
Let's go. Yeah.
That
the
was
best one of them
Gatton's
all,
best
honestly.
reaction to all of them.
This man.
I was
go,
such
bro.
a
This man
wuss up until
conquered his
that.
fear. He didn't know how it was going to taste, and he did
I
it. He threw the
didn't.
whole thing back.
I think the chocolate or whatever it was overpowered everything else, which was nice.
All right, bro. So, dude, again, thanks for being here, bro. Of
course.
Shout out
Honestly,
Gatton.
I can't underestimate Nate's tasting abilities. He was destined to win from the beginning.
Yeah, he was. It was rigged, honestly. The whole game.
I'm
Taste
so
game
shocked
crazy.
because normally he
I'm not that good.
when
Oh,
we,
you
when
were-
we eat the
I'm not good with jelly beans.
he
Aliki
doesn't
would
know the jelly
smoke
bean
us
flavors.
on this. I'm telling you.
Jelly
Aliki would
beans
get
is
everyone
tough
right, I
though
think.
too.
Aliki's pretty good at everything, though. Let's be honest.
I mean, say more.
She made this. Aliki made
Continue
this right here.
You know,
Oh my
no.
gosh.
She made this.
Yeah. Oh, she made
designed the
all of this,
studio.
bro.
No way.
And not only designed the studio, she put the slats on the wallpaper, all of it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And do you like this? You like doing that?
I do, yeah.
That's
Yeah,
amazing. And you did all the
psychopassion.
downstairs things that I saw.
Isn't she? That's crazy, ain't it, dude?
Incredible.
Shout out my wife.
Bro, the best. Shout out to my friend.
Let's go.
So
Let's go.
true.
Yo, so bro, all right, man, we got a couple things to go over on the podcast, but we're starting with something called, look, not many people know this. Your fans don't know this about you. You're a pretty closed off guy, secretive guy.
Oh no.
But your friends know this about you. You're a pretty silly goose.
So silly.
That boy's silly.
You like to joke
No,
around.
I'm shy, you know.
So we got a segment here called Silly Goose Time. We're going to ask you a couple questions, and then you answer them how you feel. You must. All right, you ready?
Uh-huh.
Let's do it.
For sure.
What is an unusual talent that you have?
Oh, wow.
I'm actually very curious about this one.
And
Yeah,
demonstrate
because I mean,
it.
he's,
I am also
he's
curious
talented
about
at
this
like
one.
so many things.
He's so
creative
good
director.
Yeah, he's good
Singer.
at so
Look
many
at the
things.
fashion. I've never seen anyone's mustache look that crisp.
Oh my goodness.
That is a good point, actually.
I'm
The
like,
mustache is a whole era.
Stop. I'm shy, remember? A talent. It was a talent that
An
people would
unusual
know.
talent.
Unusual talent.
An unusual talent.
You remember
tough.
like kids. I mean, I used to do this low key, but you know, you could flip your eyelids up or something like
I can
that.
never do
I
that.
feel like I never could do that.
Me either.
I never could do all those things.
Some people have like those fingers that they can bend all the way back on their hand or something.
Like a double jointed.
That's true.
Yeah.
Ew.
I always wanted that. Yeah.
Those are freaks. If you can do that, you're a freak.
Yeah. No.
Weirdo, idiot.
Scared of you. Honestly, I feel like this is the most boring answer. I play tennis.
What?
I feel like
You
me
a tennis
being-
player?
Me being athletic would be surprising to people.
I mean,
know?
I don't. It's weird because it's like it's
You
not that
move
it's
with such
surprising.
grace.
It's because it's not that I don't think you're athletic. It's just because like I guess
It
you
just
don't.
does. It
You
feels
never show it
off-brand.
at all. You
No,
also
I don't.
yeah. It's
and I also
interesting.
wear things like this, and I wear this on the court. That is, you know.
Yeah.
You're pretty good at tennis.
I feel like I used to be ish. I
You
played in high
tried.
school.
You tried pickleball.
I love pickleball.
Me
I feel
and
like that's
Leaky wanna get
replacing
into that.
tennis. Have you done it before?
I actually haven't. We played tennis a little bit, like tried it.
Mm-hmm.
I was just I feel like during that time I got good enough just to like kind of consistently hit it into the lines. I think a lot of people have this problem where they just hit it way too hard off rip, like you're trying to rip
Totally,
it. Like,
totally.
I just send it over the fence.
Yeah, it takes like strategy. Pickleball is so great though. I feel like that's what's genuinely replacing tennis now.
Who do you play with,
go.
bro?
I don't play now. Do we need to play a little collab?
We should.
Let's do it.
Yo,
Honestly, I'm
I haven't
trash,
played
but
in
I'll
so
play.
long.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
What
I'd
about
love
ping
to see
pong?
weeks.
Just to ping pong is
We can
kind
start. Yeah, I'm good at ping pong too. That's like my claim to fame. Are you good at it?
I'm not that good. I'm decent, but I'm not that good.
Let me tell you something a little bit about Nate, though.
Yeah,
I don't
let's
know if
talk
you
about
remember in
Nate.
high school, there's a kid who could just do a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm
He was the
familiar.
fastest on the track team. He was the most talented artist. That was Nate.
more.
He was that guy.
Today's just a compliment day.
Yeah, this is a circle of affirmation.
David's
Wow.
turn.
I'm waiting for
David.
some, but I got the sweater thing
David,
for the
you,
podcast.
We're like, David,
Some of the
you-
best skin I've ever
I know I need a
Great
haircut. I know my
sauce,
beard's not
David.
shaped up, but like
Let me
Yeah.
think. Hold on. Do we have anything?
Heart
that
of
we can,
gold, that David. He does his
He
best.
really tries hard.
Yeah. We'll
I'll
get
rely
there.
on Greg's compliments when the show ends.
David,
Greg,
got
Greg, you
potential.
got anything to say?
His lips. I wish they could see that. That was
Dang,
perfect.
bro, come on now.
No,
Those
of
are
course we love you,
sealed.
David, dude. You got all kinds of things we could brag on you about,
So
but we're not
many
going to give you that
things.
because you got such a fucking.
We're not going
ego.
to.
All right, bro. I got another question for you.
Okay,
So
okay.
I know a story you might not be privy to me knowing.
Okay,
Is
love.
that you and our other friend Lewis, you guys went out. You guys got super stuffed. Ate way too much food.
Okay.
Y'all did a
You know what I'm
mukbang.
talking about?
So a Tuesday. Yeah, that's every day.
So my question for you is, where's your favorite place to be gluttonous?
Ooh, my gosh, what a great question. I do love to be gluttonous. I'll start there. I love a fast food chain.
Really?
I'm never one of the people that's like, ooh, no, like
Fast food,
so
dude.
skinny itty bitty. I'm like, no, I'm gonna put it away. I would say the worse, the grittier, nastier, the better. Like I love an Arby's.
Like a Waffle
I
House.
love a
Seriously?
Checkers. I love a Waffle House.
How
the
real?
grittier, nastier. So like a Church's chicken.
A church.
Oh wow.
I'm talking
No,
about real
I-
gritty.
Hey, yo,
Still, yeah.
what, a
I've actually never been to
Shoney's?
churches. I've never been to
Shoney's,
Shoney's
Shoney's
either.
in like Birmingham, Alabama. That's got to be the nastiest. If there's a
Yeah.
Shoney's in Birmingham, Alabama, like
You're not safe.
Yeah, you're
But
not.
also, it's probably pretty good.
Turn
The thing
around.
is, too, I think the I don't know what it is. Like maybe it's the charm, nostalgia. I was a chubby kid, so I'm like maybe it just brings me back to my roots.
What?
you were a chubby kid.
I was a chubby kid.
That's crazy.
I was large and in
You're
charge.
like lean now, like real. I mean,
Super lean.
I'm getting chubbier.
Yeah, I
You know,
feel
I'm
like I'm
moving in
getting
that
back
direction.
back to old G. Yeah.
So you think it's the Arby's?
If I had to give one answer, honestly,
Yeah.
it'd be Checkers.
Hey, shout out Checkers, dude.
Checkers.
Yo,
Checkers is good. No, I'm not mad at that at all. Checkers is fire.
There's no better fast food fry than Checkers.
All right, what's the gluttonous order?
I'm gonna do like a Big Buford, if you will.
The Big Buford.
Big Buford.
Yeah, I've never had that, but that sounds gluttonous.
I'm gonna do like a large fry. They have a good milkshake. Great. They have like a chicken box. I like pretty much everything on the menu.
Dang, bro.
It's
like a minimum of 3,000 calories.
Bro, oh my, then I just might as well not go, honestly.
That's funny, bro.
But yeah, no, I love like a fast food, but I love like a classic American chain, Cheesecake Factory. Maybe Cheesecake Factory if I'm like going upscale a little.
Yo, Cheesecake Factory, me and Nate went there recently. And it's like the menu is way too large to comprehend.
They're trying to unify all cultures and people everywhere. I'm like, we're going to stuff a burger in an egg roll and we're going to do like,
Makes sense. You gather.
That's why I'm doing a collab with them soon. Stay tuned. Cheesecake
Gatton.
X Gatton. Yeah, it's going to be great. It's going to be really good.
All right, bro, this one's less silly.
Okay.
But we're very curious. What 3 artists would you want to collaborate with?
Because we noticed that you don't do a lot of features. You don't have a lot of features.
Yes.
You're just like a solo guy.
Right.
You know, so.
That is a good question. First answer, of course, as you know, is Yebba. I love me some Yebba.
I love Yebba too.
I love me some Yebba.
Let me state it on record. I love Yebba.
I was going to say, you and Yebba doing something would be insane.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I would have to. I mean, I'm definitely not going to try to sing. That, like, let's just say that I'm going to stick very much to my rap.
Right.
But
yeah. No, that's the thing. I'm like, I don't even know if I want to work with her though. Sometimes I'm like, do I want to sing with her or just kind of listen?
Well, maybe next week when we have her on the podcast, we'll ask her if
right. Yeah, let her know.
Okay,
dude. If we had Yebba on the podcast, dude, I would be like, you know what? Do you mind just like freestyle singing over this hour-long instrumental?
We're actually going to not.
We're just going to meditate.
Yeah. We're going to pray and fast in the works.
Yeah, bro.
Okay, Yebba.
I honestly, I feel like this is a cliche answer, but I don't know if it'll ever change. Adele. I'll always say Adele.
She's too cold, bro. She's good.
She's
also in that Yebba lane. You know what I'm saying? That same kind of, okay.
And I feel like to me, as like, I would love to sit in a room as in her songwriting ability. She has that storytelling aspect. I think she was my first like songwriter that I fell in love with. And I love a sad girl. I love a sad anybody. It's just it's the irony. I've told you this, like my brand and I think vibe is a little more mysterious and sad, but I'm normally just polar opposite in person, a little diabolical, if you will. Third
Silly
person, Silly Goose. I think right now my answer would be Ryan Beatty. I don't know if you know him.
No.
I've seen the name, but I'm not familiar with the
my
music.
gosh, he's insane. He was like a like teeny bopper Justin Bieber vibe, like back when like Cody Simpson, Austin Mahone, that type of whatever. He really just like stepped away for a couple of years and then evolved into this like elevated, folky, beautiful, like strings and cinematic type thing. He's insane, and his songwriting is crazy.
I'd love to hear you on a song with Sampha, dude.
Ooh, that'd be my fourth.
Sampha's one of my favorite.
My gosh.
I really think if I could sing like anybody, it would be Sampha.
He has such a unique, niche, beautiful voice too.
Totally.
It's
his writing.
I mean, all of
he's
it.
British, I think, right?
I don't care what he is.
I just assume if they're good, they're
He's
British.
amazing.
Yeah. To me, I'm like, nobody sounds like that American. It's like Olivia Dean.
You told me that when you were working on your album, Places I've Outgrown, that you collaborated with someone that you've always wanted to collaborate with, and I cannot remember the name. Me and Nate were talking about it. I think it was a person you went to LA for, and he was in the studio. I think it was a producer.
Oh gosh.
And you were like, I always wanted to work with him or her. Do you know what I'm talking about?
It might not have been on the album.
Oh yeah,
it might have been just in general. Like,
was it Rich? Or no,
maybe it was Rich.
It was either Rich or it could have been Philip Etherington, who did a couple of my songs. He produced Lizzie McAlpine.
I think that's she does that song.
Ceilings,
that huge one. I love that song.
Crazy, yes. Yeah. Well, I honestly feel like last year in general, I had like a couple people that it was kind of those like pinch me moments where
love that.
5 years ago, Gatton would have been like, oh my gosh, how'd you get here?
Yeah.
Rich was one of those for the longest time. He was in a group called Third Story, and they were my favorite group. It was 3 guys, and the chemistry and their voices and their blend and everything was phenomenal. Have you guys heard them? Third Story?
No.
They broke up like 5-ish years ago, but just insane. And then his voice out of them was like my favorite voice. So I reached out to him like 3 or 4 years ago, and I was like, I don't know if you'd ever be down. And he's like a good friend of mine now, and
that's awesome.
Flew down for my album, and
that's amazing, awesome. Bro. Good.
Yeah. It's been so cool.
That's what's gonna happen with Yeba, Adele,
right? Beyonce.
It's just going to be.
Let's go.
Like we were talking about, it's just going to be you walk in the studio one day, friend of a friend.
Yeah, totally.
And then all of a sudden and you just hear that deep, just voice of Queen Bee walk in the room. She goes, "Hey, I heard your name's Gatton."
And I'm like, yeah.
That's how it's gonna go.
And what's your name?
Yeah, you go.
And who are you?
Yeah, and you are.
Yeah,
That's
and why
crazy.
are you here? I'm confused. Yeah.
Okay.
So true.
Well, I think those are 2 or 3 really great answers.
And Sampa.
I would
Sampa's
love
such a good one too.
Yeah, that's a 4th.
Yeah.
All right.
Sampa's
awesome.
a 4th.
Well, dude. All right. I want to take it in a different direction.
Oh wow.
Let's go.
Okay.
Baby.
Now, I'm into data. I'm into Spotify. I like to kind of look at stuff and check some things out. You're doing really well. And I remember you had a song. I can't remember which song it was, what the name of the song was, but it's the big one, the one that
Scars Before Art, right?
Scars Become Art. Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So
Scars Before Art.
I thought it was Scars Before Art.
Brazy in none other than the Philippines.
Totally.
And so, first off, I want to hear a little quick backstory about that, but then we're going to get into some Filipino trivia.
Wow, you're gonna make me look like a total asshole. I love that. Okay, so the backstory. That was one of the first songs I ever wrote, which is so funny looking back because it was interesting. So basically, what happened? I wrote that song out of a season of life that had a lot of loss and grief and multiple relationships and versions of myself and different things that I tied my identity to. I kind of lost all at the same time halfway through college. And I got really curious. I think that painful situation developed this curiosity in me where I just wanted to figure out how people chose resilience and overcame these things. And so I went on this interview process as I wrote this song first, and then I went on an interview process called the When Scars Become Art Project, just for my own personal growth. And I interviewed 92 or 93 people in a year. Just anybody that I found extraordinary in some way.
Damn.
I was not privy to this. This is
Fire.
Oh, really? I haven't told you this?
No.
Oh, no. Yeah.
This is great. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, this is the start of everything. So I was going to make it a thing, this is 2017, 2018. I was going to post about it or make it a podcast or something, but to me, it was just so my own growth and kind of a personal, vulnerable thing. So I asked the same 15 questions to all 93 people. It was anybody that I found extraordinary in some way. And that was the start of everything for me. Creative directing, music. It was just this domino effect of oh, we really are chasing after the same thing, which is to love and to be loved and to belong. And it started that the more the same than different concepts in my art, and it really was the beginning of everything.
I still
and I think
have that on my refrigerator, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh, I love that.
What a sweet thing to send people.
Yeah. I love I just gathering. It's the art of gathering is to me I think the overarching theme I want people to get out of my music or my creative directing or anything.
Yeah,
so
I love the way you think about approaching stuff like that.
Thanks.
And especially because our brands are so different, but you can still see the level of marketing and attention to detail and all these types of things that I would think about through a completely different lens. You know what I'm saying? You're kind of feeding something completely different.
Yeah.
And I think it's really cool to see, especially because you're not a superstar yet. We're not superstars yet. So most of the people we get on this podcast are in this kind of intermediate stage between starving artist and you know what I'm saying, someone who's crushing it.
Totally.
And so I think it's just awesome to see that because at some point, we might not even be able to get a hold of you. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah. I mean, that might be next week, to be honest.
Yeah,
but
I got Kedden. She's hopefully you don't.
So true.
Hopefully she'll bring me to the cookout. At
She will. Yeah.
I'm out of here, dude. As soon as Gatton gets a chance, he's just doing this as a courtesy because he was I don't want to be around that guy.
This is kind of a pity thing.
Yeah,
I'm
I get it. No, I get it. David does the same
little
thing.
podcast that they do.
Yeah.
Nate's got that little thing going on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, do it. No, but I agree. It is kind of this stage where it's we're fine tuning those things.
It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well, it's awesome to be in that too.
Yeah,
I feel it.
Yeah. So basically, I wrote that song 4.5 years after I released the song, because it released in 2018.
Yep.
I posted it. I was trying to get a little more consistent on TikTok, and posted it. A video I'd already posted before, just kind of randomly out of the blue, and then it just kind of grew really, really crazy quick. So unexpected, and specifically in the Philippines, it became a trend.
That's crazy. That's awesome.
Yeah, it was also interesting too.
Shout out the internet.
Shout out to the internet, right?
True.
It's a cool thing to me that it's not always dependent on those first 2 weeks, because I feel that's what labels and already push so much is the first 2 weeks are vital.
Right.
I think the majority of my career has been people catching up on my catalog, which is really interesting.
Love that.
So the funny thing is, though, the odd thing and the frustrating thing, I guess, at the beginning was people were being introduced to 4.5 years ago me as an artist, and I'm no. It's terrible production. Like, it's so many things that I'm like, I would change, but now I've like come to just accept and embrace the process.
My biggest song is from 2018 or 2019.
Really? Isn't that funny?
I mean, dude, you don't get to choose it. Curious George is old. Like, I made it in like 2017.
Yeah, it is a minute.
I think it released in 2019.
Do you still feel like proud of it? Or does it like make you cringe?
I actually, I didn't feel proud of it when I finished it. I low key, that was a song that I was like, I don't know. I mean, it's fine, but I was like, I don't know if it's worth releasing. It's got like 8 million streams.
And then the ones that you like care so much about, like nobody listens to.
Yeah. No, but that's starting to change a little bit because all my newer music, like I have a little bit more momentum, which is nice.
Good.
More momentum. So.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Well, dude, let me jump into this trivia here.
Okay.
Some of these are going to be kind of crazy. I didn't know some of these, but let's start off easy though. Let's see if you can get this one. Okay. What is the capital city of the Philippines?
I want to say Manila.
You would be correct.
Oh, hey! Really? Oh my gosh.
Go crazy. You already got it. You already got it.
I'm like,
guys, clip that one. We got that one.
Yeah, Manila. Okay, yeah, post that part.
Now, let me say this. Y'all can't flame Gatton in the comments for this one because I did not know this one.
No, please.
So I'm going to give you a little difficult one.
I'm so scared.
Who is the national hero of the Philippines?
If you get this right, bro, you just like sheesh.
National hero.
Yeah.
Is it like a celebrity? Or
I think I did a little bit of looking into him, but I think he was like some kind of like civil rights leader.
Oh wow, so it's like not Bruno Mars.
No. Isn't he Hawaiian?
Well, he's
no clue.
I think he's part Filipino, but he's like huge there. Like his career started in Philippines too.
Oh, fire.
Really?
Okay.
Sick, yeah, dude. That's what they say. They say the Philippines is like the startup country where people awesome. Like are discovered.
Shout
first.
out the Philippines, dude.
So who is it exactly?
It's Jose Rizal,
and that's what I meant by Bruno Mars.
Yeah,
Jose Rizal.
I but not Manny Pacquiao, huh?
Right. I was gonna say that too.
Damn. Okay. Well, who is the famous Filipino boxer with the nickname Pac-Man?
Oh, really? We're really getting deep in there. Wait, famous Filipino boxer with the nickname Pac-Man.
I know you're a big boxing fan, so you should
love boxing. Mostly wrestling, right. But boxing too.
Gotcha, cool.
Yeah.
Pac-Man.
Is his name like Paxton?
No, really close. Switch them around.
Man Pac. Manny Pac. Oh, she just said it, didn't she? I'm like, what'd she just say? Manny,
no, you're good.
It's
Manny Pacquiao. You got it. Is
what I said. I said that. Manny Pacquiao. Right.
It's close enough.
Yeah.
Okay. Now on these last two, you're gonna have multiple choice.
You like want me to be canceled? Like this is what this is.
No, you're doing really good.
No,
bro.
That's okay. I feel good. I feel good about it.
And they're like, oh, he's fake.
No. These are not that crazy. Also, if you don't follow fighting at all,
right? I was gonna say these are niche, but I love them.
Okay. The population of the Philippines. Here we go. 19 million, 53 million, 114 million, or 471 million.
I think it's 53.
114 million.
Really?
114 million on that island.
That's actually shocking.
I know, right?
I thought it was
that is kind of crazy.
It's pretty dense.
Yeah,
that's gotta be
so
really dense.
That's a third of the U.S., bro.
No, well, your song is at 43 million, right? So if it was 53, you would have had like the whole population on lock, my boy.
Wrapped around my finger.
Right. That'd been crazy.
That's right.
Yeah,
so you still got an untapped market there.
So true. Yeah.
We see how we can push it there.
Hey,
so
look, everybody's learning something today.
Yeah. Wow.
I didn't know this before I looked it up.
That's actually really surprising.
I wouldn't have guessed.
That's
a lot
so
of
small.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yep. I probably would have said 19 million.
I kind of was thinking, yeah. Interesting.
But, okay. Last one. The Philippines is the second largest archipelago in the world, which is a collection archipelago for those viewing is a collection of islands. Okay. How many islands does it have? Here we go.
You know this one.
Of course.
I believe in you.
83, 560,
right.
2,387, 7,641, or 22,614.
I'm going to go with the 7,000.
It is 7,641 islands in the Philippines,
I love archipelagos,
dude. Yeah, me too, dude.
You're like an archipelago.
I love acapella.
Let's go,
I love acapella.
That's awesome, dude. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you pass with flying colors.
Thank you so much. I do love the Philippines. I did do some research, like once we became close, me in the Philippines.
It sounds like you got a lot more places to outgrow.
so true.
There's a lot of
Davey.
colors to still witness here.
So many of them.
Just really,
all of them, really. Wow. You've been practicing that one. You're like,
I have.
read your script. That was
That's
good.
for the dads out there.
But of course.
Shout out the dads.
Shout out the dads.
Well, bro, one thing I really like about you a lot is, first of all, you're a great songwriter. I'm a huge fan of songwriting.
I mean,
he's okay. Yeah. He tries.
No, I was playing.
Yeah,
Nothing on Nate.
Yeah.
No,
Nothing
he's
like
great.
Nate.
Yeah,
I'm
totally.
You're a great songwriter, bro. I think that's,
Thank
for
you.
me, that's my favorite part about you. But also something that me and Nate talk about a lot that a lot of people don't give it credit for is song titles. And you're really good at it.
Yes, dude.
You're really good at it.
Also,
That's such a compliment.
I love that. And like we talked about it like briefly on one of our previous podcasts, but like it's so important, especially for the success of the song, but also the intrigue and the ability for it to show up in SEO. And there's a whole slew of things. But like Curious George, for example. I mean, I don't know how much. I don't think the song is all that crazy, but I don't know how much of the song's success was just
it's like
attributed to like.
100%.
I mean, bro, niggas
so
in Paris.
interesting.
Right, that's a crazy.
Right.
Kanye's
Yeah.
the best at that, though. Him and Jay-Z. Jay-Z does that really well,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah,
ridiculous.
the shock factor of it. Yeah.
Well, we're going to play a game. Before we get into the game, I want you to tell me your favorite song title that you came up with.
Oh, I was just thinking about this a couple days ago, like the importance of song titles, because it is so, because it can't be too on the nose, and you want to be like innovative with it. I'm trying to think.
I'm gonna go look at your last album and find my favorite while you're doing that.
I mean, my favorite song would be "Heartache of the Wind." I don't know if that's my favorite title.
That one's beautiful. It has a nice. Is that the one with the nice rise at the end? Or
Oh, that's More.
More, bro.
I think.
More is my favorite, bro. In
Thanks.
terms of the music.
Thank you. I appreciate it. I would say favorite title is probably The Places I've Outgrown. I feel like it says, it's like so cliche because it's the title track, but that to me encompasses like everything that the album means. Is like, I think you can get kind of a lot of what the album is just from that.
I'm going Others Melodies.
Me too.
Oh,
I was
really?
gonna say the same thing.
I think
yeah.
Really?
song title Others Melodies.
Yeah,
I think
it's
Oh,
hard.
cool.
That's lit.
Thanks.
Yes.
Thank you. That's
That's the
one
one.
of those songs that's like a Curious George for me. Like, I was like, I'll put it up and delete it in like a year.
Wow.
And
okay.
then, like, of course, it's the one that, because I put it up as a demo, and it was just like a unfinished, like super demo track, and then everybody just clung to it for some reason.
Fire.
Well, I'm glad they did because we got a video out of it.
We did
did? Oh,
get
we
a video
did.
out of it. Yeah,
We shot it.
totally.
Yeah.
It was.
We did it.
Actually, we
check
just
it
play a
out.
clip of it.
okay.
Let's do it.
Well, I lost myself searching for my worth. Yes, I was looking in the places I've been hurt. I sought out healing at the broken hearted's feet. Now the only one who's breaking my heart these days.
So, since you're so good at writing song titles,
Okay.
we came up with a little situation, right? We're going to read off a couple different scenarios, song concepts to be exact. And then you have to come up with a song title that fits into that concept, right?
Here we go.
Are you up for the
Okay,
challenge?
I
Here
am.
we go.
All
I'm
right.
scared.
Round one. In 1912, a man and woman fall in love on a cruise ship that tragically crashes into an iceberg and kills most of its passengers.
Okay. Oh, that's it. Got it. I thought there was more. Song title. It's just something I would come up with from that.
Yeah.
Basically, yeah.
Can you say it one more time? I mean, yeah,
Mhm.
just go for it.
In 1912, a man and woman fall in love on a cruise ship that tragically crashes into an iceberg and kills most of the passengers.
I'm gonna say Unfinished Love, perhaps.
Okay.
I like
Let's
that.
see if we have the same answer.
Dude,
Three.
I have a good one. Yeah, let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Titanic.
Yes. That's a good
Was I
one. What do you
supposed to
think?
say that? Titanic?
Well, that's what we were describing.
I knew you were talking about it, but I was like, am I supposed to be clever or am I supposed to say Titanic?
Unfinished Love, though. That's really good too.
Unfinished Love is good.
You're like, so
Unfinished Love, dude.
yeah.
Yeah. No, we put that in
we
there to
threw
see
that
if you
little
would
one in
catch
there.
on to it.
Right.
but
No,
yeah,
I did. I was trying to get clever with it.
You were
All right,
clever with it.
here we go. What's the
Unfinished
second
Yeah.
one? What do we got for the second one?
Yeah.
Round 2. A sentient piece of toast gains clarity on his purpose and goes on an adventure.
Is there like one right answer for these?
No. That was just the first one.
A sentient piece of toast gains clarity.
On his purpose.
On his purpose, of
and
course.
goes on an adventure.
Yes.
Let's say a buttered path.
A buttered path.
That's good, bro.
Is it though?
That's very good.
A buttered path.
Cool.
The
So that's the
path ahead
second
is
track on
buttered.
the
Path
EP.
paved in butter.
The path ahead is buttered. Sorry.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's really good.
Really good, bro. I'm actually impressed.
Follow
I
the
would have
butter
said something
brick road,
stupid.
if you will. Yeah.
Follow the butter brick road.
I could go all night.
Hard.
That
Okay,
man is
alright.
on fire. Okay.
What's the next one?
Round 3. Brad Pitt uncovers the secret of the universe while playing badminton with George Clooney.
This is probably a reference that I don't understand at all, but one more time, actually.
Brad Pitt uncovers the secret of the universe while playing badminton with George Clooney.
The King's Secrets.
The King's
I believe they're the kings
Secrets,
of-
dude.
The
Those are
Kings
two
of,
kings. That's very good.
Yes.
Honestly,
Right?
that's very good.
Wait, is that a movie reference?
It's not.
No.
Oh, okay.
No, that was
No, we're
actually out of
winging it.
Nate's brain.
Love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love Nate's
My
brain.
dumb brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
King's
So,
Secrets.
yeah, it's very different, that
Yeah,
brain.
I know.
Yeah.
Good one, bro.
Very
All right.
splash.
Round 4. A fight breaks out between two friends who can't agree on whether IPAs are delicious or disgusting.
Okay, wow.
I feel like this is just a casual day on East Nashville.
Yeah. It's just
Yeah.
a Tuesday for
Just
me.
me and Bryce hanging
Also,
out.
IPAs
Right.
are disgusting.
I don't love them.
I mean, either.
I don't like them either. Bryce loves them. What a guy. Huh?
I feel like this is so stupid. The beef of the beers.
The beef of the beers,
Is IPA
dude.
a beer, technically?
It is a beer.
It is.
Beefing
Hey, it
beers.
rolls off, dude.
The beef of the beers. Even
bruh.
the
beef of the
B.
beers.
Hey, bro, the beef of the
Beef
beers.
and beers.
All right, bro. Good job. All right,
beefing
cool.
up
So
so much.
we got a surprise for you. That's the 4-track EP. We're gonna fund it.
Oh my gosh.
You get who you want
I'm
on
getting
it.
emoji.
We got Yebba locked
Oh,
in.
we
you
got
mean so
Yebba
much
locked
to me.
in.
I was gonna say she's downstairs. Come on out, Yebs.
We're gonna get on the Titanic one. Is that cool?
Yeah.
Nice. Sweet. Let's go, baby.
maybe Sanfon buttered. The buttered toast.
I think he would do
whatever.
that because his voice is so buttery.
I don't know if we can get them, but we'll try.
So
Yeah.
just
Sweet,
try.
sweet.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
That's beautiful.
Hey guys, real quick. We shot a film, me and Nate, with Gatton last year. Bro, there's a clip from the film, Fire. It's one of his songs called Either Way. Dinner party vibes, just like we were talking about before. Check it out right now.
Dude, I want to talk about the music. You know, I make music, you make music, obviously. And so the album title is The Places I've Outgrown. And I was curious to ask you, I want to dissect some of these pieces. Now, I know you're a little secretive, so you can divulge whatever you'd like to divulge.
Right.
But I'd love for you to talk specifically about the places, right? So you're referring to, you know, different versions of yourself. You've said that. I mean, I don't know if you also mean physical spaces, kind of where you were at, but also, you know, time periods in your life where mentally you were in a different place than you are now.
Yeah.
And so I was curious if you could speak more to that and what that means.
Totally. I think one thing I learned, kind of an overarching theme while I was writing this, was since I started, I think because like the origin story of my music was like this heartbreak, I became really dependent on some sort of pushback or something to overcome, to like find creativity. Okay. So I think that was something that kind of ran stale and that I was outgrowing, was this, like, I always needed something to overcome, some sort of pushback, somebody to not believe in me, like something for me to like feel motivated and all the things. So it was interesting. Like, I think last year was probably my most celebrated year in terms of friendships, like career, all the things. You know, I was like the least creative I've ever been, which is so fun.
Wow. Okay.
And so all those songs had already been written, but I remember thinking like that was one of the biggest things. There was a lot of habits like that I had kind of outgrown, but we're still just like continuing to repeat over and over and over. And they're just running stale. I think it's people, it was relationships a lot of times. And I think for me, there's such a grief and a guilt of outgrowing people. It just feels like so offensive, and it's so hard to like have that conversation. Do you have that conversation? Do you say anything at all? Do you just let it naturally regress? I think for me too, one of the most important things was I've always in the past thought like, oh, once I conquer something, whether it's like getting lost in others' melodies or these different habits that I want to overcome, then I'll be able to write about it. But I think this is one of the first projects that I actually like wrote about it while you were experiencing it. It was like unraveling as I was writing. And I think that is maybe more so the testament of like the organicness of it.
I love that, dude. I actually relate to that a lot specifically. You know, I mean, I've had some bad breakups in the past and a lot of my music was fueled out of that. But it was, for me, my music career was the one thing that gave me stability because nobody could take it from me. Nobody owned a piece of it. And so, you know, I had this bad relationship fallout, but then I always I would just go super hard on the music because I'm like, you know what? Like, this is the thing that I can protect and control, and this is the stability in my life. So I totally relate to that because now I'm no longer that person. I no longer feel that. Like, in fact, I figured out that a lot of the reasons why I was even basically my contribution to the failing of the relationship. So then I go, okay, well, at some point I had to correct those things within myself. And when I did that, now it's like, I don't have to have this, like, the career doesn't take absolute precedent over everything else because like the relationships that I have are more important.
100%.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I love that.
Yeah. Okay. So there's some of the places, and then I also wanted to speak about growth. And you recently, I mean, you were speaking about it, but maybe just more of like what some of the other areas of growth that you're talking about. Like, what are some of the lessons that you've learned since then? You know, so you had a breakup, and you know you're trying. You have outgrown people. What are the lessons that moved you out of one space to another space? Like, what are some of those key insights in your life?
And to expand upon that, like that question, I know that you recently had a transition. I know you've voiced to me like you've had a transition from just even going into, you're now really busy, and now you're going to Los Angeles, for instance, for 2 weeks and working with writers and stuff. So how are you kind of transitioning into that? I think is kind of what Nate's asking here.
Yeah, of course. That's a really good question. I think for me, I feel really quiet in this chapter of my life. Like post that album specifically, I think it was so necessary for me to like take a step back. I think partially there was a moment for me where I was like, what do I write about now that I'm not sad? Like, what do I have to say?
I definitely had that too.
It was like almost a paralyzing. I think it's too the like sophomore album fatigue where it's like, okay, do I mimic what I did here and stick to the recipe? Do I completely go the other way? Do I or do I just like not think about it at all and just approach it from like an organic nature type of thing? I think for me, it's been being a little bit more still. I'm really bad at being still. I think rest is hard for me. It's really hard for me. And I love action and movement all the time, 24/7. But I think I've looked back now and realized so much of my movement was not productive. Okay. It was just movement for the sake of movement. Yeah. And it gave me this perceived purpose and like, oh, I'm so busy and no one can get a hold of me and all this stuff. Presence is like the most important thing to me right now, is like applying presence everywhere I go, being there and nowhere else.
What do you mean by that? Could you expand a little
bit? Just being where my feet are, on my phone less, like wherever my feet are, I want to be. And I feel like I was so, even in my head, like 1,000 different places. Like when I was here, I'd be thinking about all these different things. I'm like, I really just want to. So I think that requires eliminating certain things that are like noisy. I think too, it's for me, diagnosing less, in terms of I love to diagnose every single human and their trauma and it's so subconscious. I don't even realize I'm doing it, but I'm like, oh, they probably struggle with this because their mother never loved them. Ooh, and carry the force of track 7. Yep. I feel like I'm now like, I'm not going to try to, it's not as linear normally as the diagnosis. And it's not my job to try to diagnose. And I'm not even in that kind of thing. Even for myself, I think I can get so obsessive about control.
Why do you feel like that? Why do you lean towards that? Or why do you feel like that naturally was a part of you?
I think it is a lot of control. I think it's like being able to predict.
You ever taken the Enneagram? What's your Enneagram?
4-wing 3.
4-wing 3. Okay, that makes a lot of sense though.
I know.
4-wing 3. But in terms of control, I'm an 8-wing 7.
Oh,
so you
being an 8-wing 7 makes perfect sense.
Right. No,
Yeah,
I get
totally.
it. I get it. And you're a 3-wing 4.
Yeah.
Twist
this around.
That also makes sense.
Yeah.
You're I'm most drawn to 8s, like in terms of like relationally. The majority of my best friends are 8s. I'm like, totally, totally.
Yeah.
Most of my friends are 8s because I think for me, I lean performative over authenticity in a lot of ways. I think where I'm most vulnerable and honest is in my art, but I think in my day to day, I'm pretty like I'm always good. I'm good. In that it's hard for me to really like allow somebody to journey with me. So 8s are so themselves normally. And so like all my friends are so honest and they couldn't even try to not be. They're just like, well, I said it because I felt it. And I'm like, what's that like? I've never done that a day in my life. You didn't have 15 filters to go through to me, it's like the most beautiful thing how 8s navigate with just like honesty and like ferociousness and all the things. So I do think a lot of its control though is like this need to there's a phrase that one of my favorite authors, Brene Brown, I love to bring her up, says, which is this concept of like dress rehearsing tragedy and how we are like foreboding joy basically by dress rehearsing tragedy. So like the moment she gives the example of like a mother looking over her baby's face, whatever, and being like, oh my gosh, I love you so much. Like, I can't even stand it. And then the next second, your brain goes, what's going to happen to you? Something's got to happen. Like, something's going to jinx this, whatever. Joy is like one of the most vulnerable emotions. It's so hard to sit in it without like, point. Yeah, without kind of like dress rehearsing tragedy. So I think for me, I'm always like, well, let me just like see every side and see how they could hurt me or whatever. So I can have control over like, I won't be too upset and it's just not how life works, really.
Yeah. Also, I mean, if you want the actual richness of experience, you have to learn how to let that go. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I mean, like, if you're gonna have a limiting factor on how much you can love somebody if you always keep them at a certain distance. Yeah. And granted, people need to be kept at the distance in which the trust is there. You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of people that I wouldn't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like based on how you interact with conflict or whatever. It's like, okay, here's where I got to keep the business relationship with you. We can't venture into that. I mean, but that's why like, you know, me and David work so well is because we had so many conversations. We were friends. We worked, like we figured all these things out and we got comfortable enough that we trust. Like I've never once thought like about like there was any way that he would steal money from our account or like,
there's such a trust.
Yeah, but no, I love that, dude.
Yeah, I think even it goes to with the whole others melodies concept. It's like for whatever reason, I'm actually really working on this now in this stage of life is I've always just lost myself in everybody else's story. And I'm so inspired by people's stories. I love to listen. And I think a lot of times the goal, even with the interviews that I did, was to find myself in it. Like I was always looking for myself and it gave me great comfort to know that like my struggle was not alone, but it was too close to home for me to like reveal my own scars, kind of thing. So I would just like look at everybody else's.
Dude, you know? let me ask you this, man. This is something I've been toying around with recently, but I think this makes a lot of sense in the context of what you're saying, and you can tell me if this is on the mark or not. But speaking specifically to the Enneagram, it's like, okay, so I feel like you ever look at the health levels of the Enneagram? Okay, so like, if you are the worst version of yourself, you have completely leaned into your personality type. And if you are the healthiest version of yourself, you have transcended your core drive and desire. So for example, me as an 8, control is a main thing of that. But it's like a really healthy version of me is the ability to relinquish control and not feel the need to have it, right? Or like a 3, personal achievement is like paramount in your mind, where you can just actually just dispense with the need for validation from your achievements and things like that, and actually just live kind of free from those. But with you as a 4 though, you're describing like having difficulty finding yourself, and 4s are typically, you know, they're very artistic, very unique, wanting to like, you know, find a different way to like it's very heavy on expression. And it's like I feel like, you know, you're doing that. You're doing the thing where you're trying to find yourself, which is overcoming. You're becoming the healthiest version of a 4, because it's like once you find yourself, then you can still be creative and can still express, but you don't have any of that identity crisis. Maybe. I don't know. Anyway, I'm throwing that out there. Like, I'd love to hear your thoughts on that.
Yeah, I think too. Like That is a good point. I think for me, it's been hard, and maybe this is a 4 thing. Like, my curiosity, I think, is a blessing and a curse, and I am empathetic, and I think that's a blessing and a curse to like a clinical degree, where I'm like, every single person to me is right about anything. I'm like, because I empathize and I have compassion, so it's like, if this person that believes in this, it's totally contradictory to this person, but they're both right to me. Everybody's right, which can at some point create problems, but like I have such a desire to like make people feel seen and heard. And I think also I'm maybe almost doing a little research when I do all the like question asking and everything, is like, well, what do I think? Let me kind of like ask every single side of every coin and see like what other people think. But then at times it can make it even more confusing, because you're like, well, now I see them all. I see all sides in a way.
It's almost, and it's like also the people who care about you a lot want to know about you as well.
Yeah.
Because people, I think, and like you said, I think you said earlier, it's like, it's not as linear as that. It's like the people who you're quote unquote analyzing and kind of doing your research on, they're not as linear as that. And I think people pick up on that very easily. It's like, hey, like, you know a lot about me. It's like, Gatton, what about you?
Yeah.
And then when you turn away from that, which, you know, it seems like you're growing past that, but when you turn away from those questions, then it's like, oh, so there's a certain barrier of entry when it comes to Gatton.
100%.
And then it separates people, I think, a little bit.
For sure.
It becomes like me and you. Like I could never be personal friends with you. I can only be business professional. Like I just like we're never gonna cross that boundary.
No, for sure.
You know what I mean? Just because I
even
have
business, really. Yeah, I'm like, this is the last of it.
Yeah. Well, I was thinking about hiring you actually for our EP. If you don't,
of course.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
We're doing the
I'll be your intern.
It's called the EP is called The Thickest of Thieves with
Beautiful.
C's, and it's just we're just gonna be like,
you can ghostwrite it if you don't want your name on it. It's fine.
Yeah, no, that'd be good.
Okay, cool. Anyways, all I'm saying is like, I love to say that here that you're saying that like you're opening yourself up more to who you are to other people, and
totally.
It's beautiful, bro.
I found that a lot with relationships too. I think because I didn't realize it was so subconscious, but I was just deflecting like I was self-protecting all the time, and to a lot of people our relationship was a one-way street because I knew everything about them. And I think yet again it's a control thing. It's like, well, which is terrible, but I think what I found out, what I was trying to do was like, just in case they leave, it won't be too painful because they don't know anything about me.
Yeah. No,
I know everything about them.
I get that, dude.
Yeah.
100% I get that. But I think a lot of that for me came from relationship issues in the past. You know what I'm saying?
Totally.
Like, so I feel like that's probably the same.
Yeah.
I mean, given you know how you're speaking about it, but man, dude, I actually love that. I actually feel like I know you a lot more than I otherwise would have. So that gives us a great feature of this podcast, dude.
Thank
Opening
you
up,
so
dude,
much
talking
for
about
having
it,
me. Oh my gosh.
Gatton, do you want to plug anything, dude? What you got going on? Plug your album, plug your socials. You can go to this camera right here.
Well, first of all, I know you have a huge TikTok account. I know you have
right.
TikTok, you're going stupid, bro.
Crazy.
500K, right? Almost 600.
600.
Flex on us real quick.
Yeah.
And then I feel like when I first met you, you were at like 500,000 monthly listeners. I know you're like 811 or something like that now. Bro, the growth is crazy. So you got to plug it some more. We're probably gonna get you back to 1 million.
I was gonna say, probably gonna double or triple my numbers after today.
You will.
So then I'll change my number. Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
Right now, I mean, my debut album, which came out this last September, The Places I've Outgrown, is out. So you can, if you want to cry, bring some Kleenex maybe.
Yes.
If you're feeling sad. I'm working on some new things that I can't disclose yet. But I also have a song.
Give us a hint, though, like a little hint, like a little.
Oh gosh, I'm trying to think.
What's the way to
like a? You know what? I'm trying to. Can you just actually perform into the songs?
Yeah, no, for sure. I'll do like a cappella.
Okay, yeah.
I'm working. I will say like the sound we're shifting and evolving a bit. We're a little more upbeat.
Yes. Okay.
Slight R&B elements here and there. Call me crazy.
Trap EDM. Gatton.
So what I'm trying to say is I'm a rapper. I'm stealing your thunder.
Let's go, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I'm like, there's only stage for one of us. So it's gonna be me.
That's amazing, bro.
But yeah, and also the most recent song that came out was with an artist named Avery Lynch, who is phenomenal, and she had me feature on her title track of her album. So if you want to check that out too,
I love that, bro.
Let's
check
go.
it out.
What's the song called?
It's called Friction.
Friction.
And then my OnlyFans, obviously, you can check that out.
Yeah, you plug that too.
How much is that?
Oh, it's so much. I can't get into it. Student loan, like it's a lot.
Hey,
Yeah,
Greg,
It's out of your budget.
yeah. I'm like, oh,
Greg,
no.
can you note that real quick?
It's like it's like a premium thing. Like I know you don't like.
Oh,
you don't have bread like that.
I was looking for custom videos, but if you know.
Right. And I do customs. Yeah, I do. I'm generous.
Awesome, dude.
Hey,
go ahead.
Real quick,
Yeah.
have you posted the film at all, or is that just an experience?
No,
Okay.
I need to talk to you about that. But no, I'm still going to.
Awesome, dude. Gatton, thank you so much, bro.
So much for having me.
Oh, dude, the crispy dap, dude.
Sorry.
You got the daps locked in?
You know me.
That's not
With
the
the
genre.
rings too, bro.
That's not the genre.
Remember, I'm going into the rap category. I had to.
Oh, shit.
I had to practice.
All right, guys. Peace.
Yeah, baby, need top 5 when I'm done going mental. Yeah, I'm locked in, you can peep my condition, man, the lab all winter, all summer. Yeah, I went dumb, now I'm about to go dumb and throwing way more